Machine, want to take over? Fucking go ahead. Cool. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout, Shop 31, all that jazz. This is Shopcast. I don't know if I'm going to keep calling it Shopcast, to be honest, but whatever. Right now, it's called Shopcast, episode 104. Yeah, we watched. This was my pick. It took us a little while to get here because I have a new schedule. It's kind of all over the place, so our apologies for being on a strange schedule. But we watched Maniac from 2012, the remake of a 1981, what I would call cult classic at this point. Yeah, man, Maniac is a strange movie. It's about this particular version is got Elijah Wood in it, and it's about a guy who, I don't know what to call it, man. He's got this like weird, I would assume that he's got some kind of mental disability, chemical imbalance of some kind. Yeah, it might be a disability.
It's very Norman Bates.
Very Norman Bates. And he's got these mannequins that he hangs out with, and he likes to find ladies of the night and, scalp them, because that's cool, and put it on the mannequins and hang out with them, talk to them, play with them, love them, all kinds of stuff with them. And it's a pretty short movie. It's, like I said, based on a movie from 1981 that's got what's that dude's name? Zito? Is it Robert Zito? No.
Joe Spinell.
Joe Spinell, excuse me. Joe Spinell. Zito's the name of the character, isn't it?
Might be.
What's up, Julie? How are you? But
hey, Julie.
So the 1981 movie is like known for being real gritty and grimy.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you remake a movie like that, just based on the fact that you're going to use modern equipment, it's not going to have that look. So they had to figure out a way to make this movie look kind of weird so that it could run parallel to the other one. Because if you don't do that, you're going to have a cleaned up version of a movie that doesn't want to be, need to be, and shouldn't be cleaned up. And so they did a lot of weird camera stuff. Now, I think it's very subjective whether or not you think that's good. I personally liked it. I thought that I think this is a better movie than the original. Not by a lot. I think it's very, very close. But if I had to pick just one, I think that this is just a much better movie. Although there are like two parts of the original that I find to be the best of the bunch. But yeah, man, it's a strange movie. So who watched this one for the first time? Either of y'all?
First time for me.
Yeah, so both of you guys watched it for the first time. Hugh, I'm not really surprised that you had seen this one. I'm not surprised this was on your radar. No, this is like right up our alley. This is stuff we would have watched because I watched this a long time ago. I don't think, I'm pretty positive I'd seen the original before this, but I don't know that it was something I really remembered a whole lot. Like I didn't care about it a whole lot until I watched this one.
Yeah,
and
I saw this one
I went
first,
back
and then
did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
That's an interesting vantage point. How do you feel about the two movies? Do you like
I really liked the new one. I like Elijah Wood. He's creepy and pervy, and
he's so good at that.
And
so weird.
And it was pretty striking. And then I didn't know that there was a 1980s version, and I was like, oh crap! So I went and watched that, and that one was like really gritting your teeth. Like there's lots of screaming and mental breakdowns and thrashing around, and I was like, it's like hard to watch. This one is hard to watch, really? In my opinion. Yeah, but it's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me, hard to watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the guy's just the whole time, man. So
I thought Elijah was like that too, though, kind of, wasn't he?
I
think the audio makes a big difference, though, because you could be saying the same things with better equipment, and it's just going to sound better. So, like, even if you're like, if you have equipment from 1981 on a budget versus something Elijah Wood could come up with in 2012, I would imagine you're going to have a stark difference in quality and sound and everything, even with the same exact stuff said. So what do you guys think about this one? Josh, Chris, what do y'all think about it based on the fact that you both had, Chris, you've seen the original one, right?
I've never seen the original.
Well, shit. Okay, I'm a little surprised. I don't know why I thought you had. Anyways, Josh, I know you had.
Josh did, I think, right?
Yeah, I watched it a few months ago for the first time.
Okay.
I enjoyed this one.
Okay.
I think I do like the original a tiny bit more, but not by a.
I kind of thought you might.
Not by a wide margin. I
think we're both like just kind of flipped. I think I like the new one a little more, and then you like the old one. More.
I tend to really enjoy like gritty New York movies. Like I love.
You really do.
Like Taxi Driver type shits, and that just feels like right in that pocket.
What did you watch the original one on, if you don't mind me asking?
I think I watched it on Shudder.
Oh, so it was streaming?
Yeah.
I have it on Blu-ray, and I should have watched it on Blu-ray. I didn't. I watched it, and it looked terrible, man. I'm curious because I would have. Yeah, because I think my opinion might even be a little higher if the visual was just a little bit better because it looks like ass on streaming. Dude.
I know Blue Underground is like owned by the director.
Yeah, I have a copy of Blue
Really?
Underground. I think mine's 4K. No.
They both are on 4K, I think.
I have 4K
Yeah.
Zombie, but I have Blu-ray of Maniac.
Yeah. There's a 4K on Blue Underground, but like
Yeah.
the director of that movie, like he owns Blue Underground. That's his
Really?
company.
Oh, I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah.
No wonder they put it out so fast. It was like a real one of their first 4Ks. I think. It might have been
Yeah.
Blue
So-
Underground does some gritty stuff too. It's kind of right in the
Blue
same
Underground.
vein.
Did New York
It's a
Ripper?
lot of like Lucio Fulci
Yeah.
stuff, like lots of grimy stuff.
I really enjoy Blue Underground. I watch a lot of their stuff. I own a few of their things. I was watching this one and I was thinking about Josh the most, thinking like, okay, I'm not sure where he's going to fall on this.
Yeah.
I figured Hugh would like it. I honestly, I wasn't real sure about you either, Chris. How'd you feel about it? Did you like it at all?
I liked it. I wasn't enjoying it a whole lot, like in the beginning and
Okay.
kind of even midway through. But I don't know why. I only watched it in 2 sittings, which is kind of. I normally watch things in like 3 or 4 sittings these days.
Oh yeah, you can't enjoy a movie like this in 2 sittings. You gotta sit and watch it.
I mean, yeah, I did half and half pretty much. And I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't like that much in the mood last night when
Dude,
I started.
if you're not in
it.
the mood for this kind of movie, it could be a tough watch.
Yeah.
It's rough. Yeah.
But
Well-
but by the end, I kind of like came around a little bit and was like,
Okay.
okay. I mean, I didn't like the like first person camera.
Oh,
stuff.
see, I that's what I like about it. I love
Really?
it. I
Like that- it
absolutely
was-
positively. I don't want it any other way, man. It's exactly the way it should
I
be.
mean, I'm assuming they had a lot of that in the original.
No,
No.
No, okay.
no, that's
I
why they
just-
did it in the new one. They
Yeah.
had to make themselves different, and the way they made it
Okay.
different and weird and creepy was by making
Yeah.
you follow this girl around in POV, and you're like, oh my god, that is so gross.
Be-
Like, get away from her, man.
because the
Theo
ori-
is-
The original is such like but among horror fans, it's a beloved classic, like cult classic movie. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna remake it, you gotta,
you got to push
put
the
your
envelope.
own fingerprint on it.
Correct. That's
so they were
exactly
trying-
what it- yes.
They're trying to
I was
differentiate
really-
themselves.
Sorry, I was really surprised that Alexandra Aja did this. I think he directed it and wrote it, maybe.
Well,
he
William
did
William Lustig produced it.
Yeah, he did High Tension.
Well,
So
he also did the original Maniac.
No.
He directed it, I think.
Alexandra Aja, yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm saying Alexandra Aja directed it, I believe.
Directed what? This one or the original?
The new one.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like the director of the original produced this one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, I had that all kind of mixed up. My bad.
It's not directed by Alexander Arja.
He wrote it then?
He produced it and he wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't direct.
So he wrote High Tension, which is like one of my top 5 probably.
Oh, really?
So I was like,
That's-
oh shit.
Dude, High Tension's in your top 5?
Yeah, for real.
Holy shit.
Never seen it.
Wow. You never seen High Tension? Whoa,
Mhm.
man. Do you know anything about it?
Nope.
Oh, you should watch that one just blind then. Yeah, no. I wasn't saying that because I don't think it's worthy of top 5. It ain't in my top 5, but it's a fantastic movie, bro. You should
I've heard it's good. Yeah. I've
It's-
heard
it's
just heard the
polarizing.
title.
So one thing, I wrote a bunch of stuff down, man. Like, one
Hell
thing
yeah.
about this that I figured out. Yeah, dude, F you, Hugh. I mean, I write things down occasionally, but not like this. I've been trying to like keep up with Hugh. But one thing I found out was that Elijah Wood was heavily influential in this even being made.
Yeah.
And that's why William Lustig, is that what his name is? Lustig? Yeah, William
that
Lustig.
sounds right.
That's why he was part of the producing team, is because Elijah Wood knows him. And Elijah Wood's behind the scenes on a lot of horror stuff. You
Yeah,
guys
he
know
is.
this because I've been bringing it up for about
Yeah.
a year now. I love Elijah Wood.
Mhm.
I think that this movie was made in like 2011, right? Like, how do y'all feel about the fact that they mixed some CGI with the practical effects? I thought it was perfect. It is
worked well.
so
Yeah.
rare that you get them to do that right. And I feel like it's because of somebody like Elijah Wood being involved and being able to be like, yeah, I don't want to be in this movie if it's garbage, because he's really picky. He's not in a lot of bad movies. Like he's in his name's on something, and I feel like you can take that and be like, all right, there's a certain amount of quality I should be able to get from this, whether it's on a budget or not, because he's associated with it. And I just wanted to bring up the fact that I noticed quickly that there was CGI mixed in with it, right? But I also noticed quickly that it didn't bother me, and I was like, that's a big deal, because I hate CGI. If I can get away with having none of it, I'd prefer to have I'd prefer to have like Nerf guns versus CGI, bro. Like make it just ridiculous. Like I hate CGI. If I had to choose, I'll take the Nerf guns. But like I thought it was really cool that they were able to seamlessly kind of weave them in and out, because there's parts that you could tell they didn't have the budget to make bam, bam across her forehead. They did a real quick CGI thing, and then they pulled back a practical wig, and you're like, that was awesome, because it worked really well.
Yeah, no, it did. It came across really, really well every time they did it. Because like cutting the lady's back a little bit later in the movie, and a few of those other things like that is like, I mean, they definitely didn't do that like practically, but it looked good.
Well, those were pretty gnarly scenes. Like when he was
there was some crazy
skinning people, I was like, oh shit, that's rough. So,
dude,
good.
Carissa watched the original with me, so I'm pretty interested in her opinion on the remake, because she likes Elijah Wood. One thing that I wrote down though is that I actually like the use of technology without leaning on it. Making good use of modern tech can help a movie if you do it the right way. And absolutely. I just never get to write stuff like that. I just really wanted to acknowledge that they did that, because I am probably the hardest person to impress with CGI, because I don't care about it. I'd rather have something that looks ridiculous but be real than have a CGI that looks just terrible. Unless we're talking like early 2000 stuff that I just laugh at because it looks so ridiculous. That's different. But like, you know, like there's a lot of movies that have this stuff. I don't know what to call it, man. There's a certain kind of CGI that a movie can have that is intended to look not realistic, but it works. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like Star Wars type stuff, like pew, pew, pew. It's very clearly not real, but it looks cool. I like that kind of stuff, but when they try to make it look lifelike and they fail, it just ruins movies. So I don't know. I thought this was so cool, man. I was so happy that because I didn't remember that being in the movie, and I think the reason I didn't remember it having CGI is because it was done right. Because I was surprised a little bit when I saw it. I was like, oh crap, I don't remember this being in here. Maybe I just didn't pay attention last time I watched it. It's been a while since I've seen this.
Yeah.
Also, that alternative girl, I just want to acknowledge her terrible tattoos, bro.
Well, I didn't think the tattoos were as bad as her acting was. She was really, I don't know.
They were so bad that I didn't realize how bad her acting was.
There were. I was going to bring this up. Like there were a boatload of gorgeous women in this movie. Like compared to the first one, I was like, God, dog it. Yeah. Like there's some really knockout women. So
the blonde one that he goes to her house, and the one that was the photographer, were both just very, very pretty ladies, man.
They're
like
knockouts. So
they were gorgeous.
Were they ladies of the night in this movie? Because I know in the original
I said that, and there was only one or two that were prostitutes.
Yeah, I thought he was just stalking these chicks.
Net over all of them.
But in the original, do what?
Did you recognize the song in her apartment? I thought that was awesome.
I didn't. What?
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, the Silence of the Lambs song. Yeah, and she's like dancing.
Yeah, I laughed out loud. Like, dude, okay, what is she gonna play? Like, in my brain, I'm like, what is gonna come out of those? And then, like that played. I'm like, that's hilarious.
No, and I'm pretty sure that's just a like tip of the cap to Silence of the Lambs.
So. Sure. Oh man,
but
that's awesome.
And then I also wrote down. Fuck what you heard. Elijah Wood did great POV way before Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
No, I just love that movie, but I don't know why that was so funny to me, bro. Oh, that movie makes me nauseous sometimes, but I enjoy watching it. Anyways, and then there's that mirror on the ceiling. Like, come on, bro. Like,
right.
Dude, awesome. And he looked so uncomfortable, bro. And he's like, what's up with his turtleneck, dude? Why do guys wear turtlenecks? And Elijah Wood is constantly wearing those things. It makes me angry.
the dude starts talking smack to him, like the chick's boyfriend, the French girl's boyfriend, and I was like, man, what is this? Why is he always getting condescended by all these men? And then they spin the camera around, and he's standing there in his turtleneck. I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. Did anybody notice the actual like music in the movie? I love this.
I'm trying to remember. I watched it like
girls.
I watched it like Monday last week, so
Oh,
so I'm trying to remember.
The music was really good. The music was very good. I wrote down this is a much better character building movie than the original. He struggles with his urge or need to kill, and he hates it. And the OG just kind of like freaked out, but he almost enjoyed it. Like in this movie, he's taken medicine to like help like calm himself down. I think in this movie, it is a much better character than the original. The originals, I mean, look, I think this makes a great double feature because I think they're very different movies, but they're like the same story, if that makes any sense. So like, here, you guys each make this movie, and then this is what we got. We got two different versions of the same story because they both have very similar endings, middles, like the main conception of it's all very, very similar.
The structure, the plot is the same.
Yeah.
But the story beats in between are a little bit different. But
I think this one was a lot more relatable. Like it had a little more like, oh, he's got problems with women. Oh, he's got headaches. Oh, he's, kind of an artist, but he's disjointed. It was a little more relatable than Screamo was.
I think that was maybe what took me a little while to get into. Because like, what's his deal? Like for the first bit of the movie, like what's going on with him? Like
the title of the movie is Maniac, so I mean,
well, he's obviously crazy.
I'm sorry, man. I had to do that. I'm an ass.
But yeah, just he had all these like weird little quirks, and I think once they maybe kind of revealed what a little bit was going on to him, because I mean I think they revealed the mommy stuff early and some of the other things, but just
dude, she's like. He's like watching her, dude. This kid. Okay, the last thing that
was horrible.
The last thing that I wrote down about this, and then I won't. I only have a couple things that I wrote down about the original one, but I put after Anna announces her boyfriend, he gets all weird, right? I thought it was really odd and kind of messed up to not tell him about her boyfriend. Yeah, and I was like, man, this guy's got some serious PTSD he's dealing with, and so this lady doing this to him is going to trigger a lot of really bad stuff, I think. And then I also wrote fucking turtlenecks. So, all right.
Yeah, I mean, she straight up like invited him to a date. And
then, oh, by the way, we're going to go to my boyfriend's place after this so you can watch us bang. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty thing to do.
Yeah,
Super
I agree.
Simp.
Yes, he
Super cuck.
Yeah, dude's like an accent. He's like an incel, but like that's not inside. He's just like walking around with us normies, being all freaking weird. Like, what are you doing, Elijah? Calm down, buddy.
I kept thinking that like how, because he's pretty different. He's like a lot more subdued than the guy in the original one.
Yeah.
Which but the guy, like Joe Spinell looks like a homeless guy. He like,
bro, he's so gross.
He
looks scary to me.
He's a craggy, like, I mean,
big lumbering kind
of dude. Gnarly. Bro, Chris, you gotta watch the original, man. I really want to hear your opinion on it.
Yeah, I want to check it out now. I mean, I always like was on my radar, but it was one I never.
Well, like, there's a point,
never bought or anything.
He's like unnecessarily confident in the original. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why he's so confident, because he's like talking to the girl at the theater or whatever. He's got like his arm over, and I'm like, bro, you're like easy 90 pounds overweight, definitely pockmarked face. Like, you should be a little chill. Like, you shouldn't be. I don't know. I found it very strange.
Yeah, he's just a lot. To me, he's a lot scarier in the original movie.
Think so?
He is in this, yeah. I mean,
I definitely can't say that you're wrong about that.
Yeah, I mean, if you walk by that guy in the street, you're like, that dude might kill me.
That guy's gross. Look, oh my God, it's a giant knife. Like,
I'm not trying to say like Elijah Wood is like a model or anything. He's not like a good
No, but he's
guy.
definitely scary on a different type.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a more
He's
modern,
creepy, and this other guy's scary.
He's a more modern guy, like more of an incel-ish guy, but
Real slight, real meek. Yeah.
Yeah, but just not as intimidating in the same way.
He's like Columbine versus like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
You got the big guys, like you're like that guy might hold me down and cut my hair off. And
that may be like more. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because you mentioned Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that I feel like that's actually a good comparison, because those movies both feel like super, like just guerrilla, like wild.
You feel like you gotta take a shower after both of them, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and that I know Maniac is basically all stolen footage. Like they didn't get permits for anything. They're just like running and gunning,
Yeah, no, that okay. I was thinking about that. I actually almost wrote that down because I was like, I couldn't remember if that's what they did. Is basically what I'm trying to get at. Is I was like, man, this sure feels like they weren't really
no,
that's crazy.
Supposed to be. Oh, dude, like
it's 16 millimeter, like cheapest film stock you can get. Just like do what you can do. Yeah,
on an upgraded version. See if I can get the best quality out of it that I can get, because for a movie like that, it actually is a good movie. And there's a scene in that movie, Chris, that I really just can't explain to you how important it is for practical effects. It's just
with Tom Savini.
Yeah, it's the windshield scene. And if you get to watch the original, man, as soon as you see him in the car, get excited because it gets cool, man. And there's a scene in it that it's so good. Like do you know that's a real gunshot? Oh, really?
It's a real gunshot, and they did that one time, and then they like threw everything in the car and drove away before the cops could get there.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I mean, it was guerrilla style. They were just like,
I knew there was a lot of no permit, but I didn't know it was like that. Them boys was gangster.
Yes.
So
it's pretty well.
One thing I want to ask you guys, or maybe, you know what? I guess I don't even have to ask. I'll just tell you. So in the part in the original one where he's putting the gun in the guitar case, I was almost going to ask, is this where Robert Rodriguez got the idea for that in the Desperado type movies and Dusk Till Dawn,
Almirachi and all that stuff.
And I was thinking like maybe a combination of that and like Django, because Django did it with a coffin. But yeah, I don't know, man. This 2012 Maniac, I just thought was. I think when I watched it, I had no expectations. I didn't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was a remake. I feel like I had seen the first one, but maybe once, and it would have been a long time. So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And I know when I watched it, I was really put off. I was like, that was disgusting. Like, that was a gross movie. Yeah. And, like, the further I go into this hole of just nasty movies that I like, this one is slowly and quickly becoming one that I go back to and I want to watch, because I have – on my shelf, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll have some movies that are laid down. All the ones that are laying down are ones that I'm trying to get watched as fast as I can. That movie has been laying down, watched, laid down, watched. I've watched it quite a bit. Since I lived in this house, I've seen it at least twice. So I really like it a lot. I don't know. I just wanted to say that I think it's a pretty great movie. I don't think it's perfect by a long stretch, but it's sure they took a lot of risks, and I think that it paid off a lot.
Yeah, I mean, from an objective perspective, it's a better movie than the original. Like it's a much more even film. It's like, I feel like there's things in the original one where they like were kind of just adding things because they needed to like pad time and stuff. Like, it's a much more uneven movie for sure.
Yeah.
It's just this one they had an idea of where they were going. The first person stuff kind of got annoying for me by the end of it.
Sure.
Like I was kind of in for it for a while, and I was like, man, about 30 minutes in, I was kind of like, maybe we could switch to third person. I was
going to mention that like towards the end, I was like, okay, let's. I want to see like third person.
I understand that. I like it. I'm glad it's that way, because I think that it gives this movie some more uniqueness, but I understand why you wouldn't necessarily want it. I understand y'all's opinion on it, and I don't even disagree. I just think that I liked it because it was kind of weird and quirky, and I guess I'm just kind of biased to Elijah Wood. I really like most stuff that he's in, and I kind of lean towards like if he's in something, I'm a little more interested. And I like that Swiss Army Man movie. Wasn't that him? Right? He was in that.
Daniel
No,
Radcliffe.
that was dude. I do that so frequently. Those guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
That's so weird.
Elijah
Because it's
Wood.
Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man. It's so dumb. Anyhow, anything that he's in, I'm usually a little more interested in. Apparently, Daniel Radcliffe falls in the same category, but
A little bit.
you know, I think that this movie benefited from being produced by the original director, having Elijah Wood involved with it, and it probably had a very small budget. I can't imagine it was very big, but having like the experience of that old director producing, him being involved with it's a big deal.
I think sorry, one real quick point, and I'll let you talk here. Sorry. I do think that the first person is just like uncomfortable because it is forcing you to
It's definitely, it feels
through
very
his eyes.
claustrophobic at times because he's like right up on her.
And that's part of I think that's intentional. They want you to feel very uncomfortable about
Yes.
Essentially being the guy that's committing.
Well, that's what they're doing. Is they're like, hey, how do you feel about being this guy? Do you like this? If you like this movie, you need some therapy. I'm like, shit, I can't afford it right now.
That's what made it feel so creepy to me is I felt like I was the voyeur. I was the one watching these girls. And I was like, I feel really icky kind of watching these girls and creeping on them. And then there's one scene in particular I felt like the first person really worked was when he was washing his hands and he's got the steel wool and he's just grinding away on his knuckles. I was like, dude, that is rude. And it's all first person. And it's just bloody knuckles and he's just grinding away on them. And I'm like, it was rough stuff, man.
Chris seems to be very mid on this one. I'm a little surprised that you're not more strongly opinionated either way, but good or bad.
Honestly, I've been muted half the episode because Manny keeps screaming.
Oh, okay. Well, dude, feel free to put your hand up. I will absolutely open my mouth and let you talk.
No, it's fine. I know it's loud.
Well, I do appreciate that. That takes a lot of concentration. So thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm mid on it. It just
kind of a right mood type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
that
a step
matters
above.
So much with these movies we're picking out, man. Because none of us, regardless of the genre, we don't pick we're not watching Captain America on this channel. Like even if y'all brought it up, I would probably say no. Like we can talk about that on a different thing, man. But so we're picking movies that test our limits as fans of film. Like, look, dude, as much as I don't want to admit it, I've become partly a film fan versus just a guy that likes horror splatter movies. Like, I'm a horror fan, true to the death, all the way forever, right? But a part of me has become a fan of film. The fact that I can admit that I liked the movie The Witch even a little bit is proof of that, because I didn't like it at all just a short time ago. So
I think the first time I saw this movie, I sort of felt the same way. I was like, eh. And then this time when I watched it, I was really like, damn, this is pretty good.
I think in the right mood, it's really impressive.
It's
in the wrong
definitely
mood, it can be hard to
mood-dependent.
watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little above meh, but
That's good.
I did enjoy it. I think it took me a little while to get into it, and like I said, the POV stuff started getting a little annoying. I just think they overdid it.
I kind of like
a little
POV
bit,
stuff.
like
I kind of like really like it. That's why I mentioned Hardcore Henry. I love that movie.
Yeah,
it's not good either. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's a terrible movie, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, and like I even kind of have some gripes about Elijah Wood's acting. Like,
oh, really?
Him like in his weird mommy monologues and stuff like that. His inner thoughts just got kind of grating to a certain point.
Is it? You think that's because of him or because of the director?
No, like I think a lot of it was probably it's intentional.
Yeah,
but
I think so too.
It just kind of grated on me a little bit. So
I think they aim at us not liking this movie. Like I think their idea is, let's see if we can get people to talk about this movie. I don't necessarily they care if we like it or not.
Yeah, like I'm sure they wanted to create like a pretty unlikable character, and they did a good job at it. Like he was fucking annoying.
Very much agree.
All right, we're 30 minutes in. I can cuss.
Yeah, dude, well, like in all sincerity, dude, I'm like gonna be downloading these and like
Bleeping them.
But yeah, that's not
well,
bad.
I'm editing out stuff like that. Like I'm just gonna bleep it. I'm not gonna take it the
just
sentence out or anything, but like
Just blank it out. Yeah.
yeah, so that I can re-upload it, and because they're hitting me with ad suitability, they did it within 2 minutes. We didn't even talk about anything. So I'm just, dude, I'm getting so tired of this. Every time we do a live stream and it's about something other than a song, I get hit with ad suitability, and I don't understand it because now we're getting 2 and 3 viewers on stuff we should be having 20 or 30 on. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just going to download these, and I'm just going to edit out what I can edit out, whatever I can. I'm going to real quickly breeze through it.
Yeah.
But dude, it sucks, man.
Yeah, that's strange.
This is like maybe like the 8th week consecutively that they've done this to me, and it's driving me absolutely bonkers because I don't know what I can do to fix it. I don't think I can. I think they just like to suppress people. Like they figure out a channel because like I have, dude, dozens of people weekly tell me, "Hey, I've got all my stuff turned on, and I don't get any of your alerts." And I'm like, "How? None? I put up a lot of content. You don't get any alerts?" And they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, "No." I'm like, "That's crazy." And then they'll tell me that they get it from like Horror Hangout, but not Shop 31. And I've been feeling like I've been getting suppressed a little bit. Like I don't know what to call it, shadow ban. I don't know what to call it. Like
yeah, I mean,
suppressing my content.
I don't know. I definitely wasn't getting them for a while, and I went and turned them off and turned them back on, and I get them. So I don't know.
That's good. I can tell people that though, because I want to have some kind of answer for them.
I don't know if it's just YouTube app problems or.
I'm pretty confident that they're suppressing my stuff because I'm a pretty controversial guy without even saying curse words because I don't give a crap if people like me or not.
Yeah.
And I don't care if I upset some kind of stupid group of fans. Like if you don't like me because I said Pentatonic sucks, then good. We weren't meant to be friends. I do not care. And I am ready to be the bad guy at this point, dude. I don't care if you like me because of something I said about Juice WRLD. If you're a little peep stand and I hurt your feelings, good. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Clearly, you don't pay attention to what I say because I am very fair. Fair.
You're the Elijah Wood of YouTube.
Do not hold up. I do not wear turtlenecks, sir. And
more sex. Julie, maybe it's the sex bot's fault.
I don't believe you, Julie. I think you're just trying to make me feel better. And thank you. No, I'm playing.
I get notifications.
Do you?
I get notifications.
So here's the thing: is that I wasn't kidding. I get that a lot, but I mean, I got 24,000 subscribers. So like, I'm not getting it from like 1,000 people a week, but dude, every week I get it from quite a few people. Like I would comfortably say 24 a week tell me like, and sometimes it's repeat people, but it's often every day I hear somebody tell me something about notifications. Hey, I missed this and I missed that. I get a ton of people tell me they miss lives because they don't get the notifications. And I
maybe they're underage.
Dude, maybe they are. That shouldn't matter. But anyways,
well, I was just saying,
but these bots can find me. Go figure, right?
There's probably has a lot to do with why there's not more like negative reactions. Because as soon as it seems like you do anything negative, it just gets blocked. It gets sent to the freaking purgatory of YouTube. And
well, keep it positive, guys.
They do not like it when you're honest. They want everything to appear in a way that is just unrealistic, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, you know, and it's all good, dude. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep being the way I am, and I'm going to keep grinding hard and working hard. And I have a very slow, growth, right? But it's organic, and I don't see a lot of loss in my viewership. So I'm happy with what I got going. I'm not going to complain too much. It just doesn't make any sense because I'm not saying anything. Bro, this is exactly why I can't wait to get to a point to have sponsors. I will absolutely have sponsors. So I don't have to think about this anymore. I can say and do whatever I want in my videos. It won't matter because the sponsors will because I'm only going to accept a sponsorship from somebody that's going to let me say whatever I want. Like I'm not like if it's like Manscaped, I think they're probably game, dude. They don't really care. If it's like, some kind of like CBD company, cool. But if it's, as an example, I'm not going to be partnered up with Target, bro. Like it just ain't happening, dude. Like I don't need to be pissing that many Karens off, and they don't want to have them ladies emailing them every day. That would be hilarious, actually. I saw this guy on YouTube, and he had a Target ad. And he said like 6 times in 2 hours. I just can't handle it.
Should we keep it positive here?
I'm positive. I don't care. I don't know. What do you got to say? You?
No, I'm just...
something negative apparently.
I was waiting. I was like, oh, buddy, here we go. Also, just for no reason other than hi. How are you? Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. You didn't say anything, but I mean, at least that I can see. Maybe it was something real negative there, like no. Let's see. Censorship is the unintended consequence of cancel. Yes, no, 1000%, dude. Like, even man, yeah, censorship. I don't even want to get onto that rant because I'll go for 2-3 hours on that. Man, it aggravates me so much because in a place where you're supposed to be able to think, feel, act, and talk the way you want, we don't get to do any of it because you get deemed an evil person for having an opinion of any kind. I mean, dude, the fact that I can tell a group of people that Pentatonics is very talented, I just think it's real corny, and all they heard is that I said it was corny, and like, you can't even admit that they're talented. I'm like, you didn't listen to anything I said because I definitely said that they were. Like, that's the world we live in now. It's like you can say like 26 nice things about somebody and then be like, but their shirt was kind of meh, and they're gonna be like, you're a piece of crap because you don't like this guy's shirt. And you're like, yo, hold on, I said the guy was amazing at everything else he did in his life. But
I love turtlenecks.
I do not love turtlenecks, and you'll never make me love turtlenecks.
He got well. I like the French girl. I like French women. I'm gonna dial it back to the movie here. Girl? The one that was the photographer.
You're gonna do
and I appreciated the fact.
Your attitude. No, I'm playing.
Huh? You don't like her attitude?
No, I was talking about you. It's all right though.
But he's trying to get us back on track.
No, I know, and I was like, "Don't do that. This is not a place for back on track, sir. If you want to be back on track, start your own fucking podcast on your own fucking channel. All right."
So I like the fact that she was taking pictures. I'm a photographer. I could relate to a lot of shit in this movie. I got the mannequins. I got the photography. I like the French girl.
Where's your mannequin, by the way?
Yeah, you took the mannequin away on the.
I was going to ask him earlier, but I didn't want to.
Oh, there she is. Okay, she's taking a nap.
I thought you were on a different
in a different room.
Yeah,
I wanted to have them like all around me, and then I was like,
should have, dude.
I got carried away with the setting all the other stuff up.
I'm actually looking for a mannequin now because I have an idea, but I don't want to tell you the idea yet. I'll tell y'all privately, but I'm not going to tell anybody on the public forum quite yet. I can
make that happen. I can go off camera for a minute and get one.
No, I need one from my spot, sir.
Oh, for your spot.
I don't want to see your filthy, sticky mannequins laying around, sir.
I wondered like how he was repairing them because he's like, I restore these mannequins, and he was like scooping the fiberglass on.
I was saying, it looked like fiberglass, wasn't it?
It was making like a breast out of it and stuff. Yeah, and the chick's like, oh, that's fine, How do you do that?
Hey, here's a good question that actually pertains to the movie. So, Hugh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Just don't be mad at me, okay? How'd y'all feel about the ending?
I didn't understand it a little bit, and I hate to say that because I was going to rewind it and rewatch it, but I was like, what happened?
Well, so first off, yeah, that is actually the ending. I was talking about the car accident part because I forgot about the other part. But yeah, that I think is up here for him, and I think he's losing his mind.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I don't actually know, but the car part, I thought it was just, I loved it, man. I was so happy that it, like, I was like, they hit him with a car, right? And I was like, I have to get off this let evil win thing because people are pussies and they won't let evil win. Shit, I gotta take another word off. Hold on. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do tonight.
3810.
Yep. Anyways, this will be fun. And then they get in a wreck, and I thought, you know what, I can handle it if the bad guy gets his, whatever he deserves, as long as there's something that's like, I think funny or like, I don't know. All these movies have these absolutely insane endings that don't make a lot of sense to me, and it happens a lot. It isn't just Barbarian that does that. It's a lot of movies that do it, and it irks me because like do what?
Speaking of being positive.
Let's not go there.
Why'd you bring that up?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're trying to be funny, haha.
Mr. White, we need to find him. Walter?
I don't know what he's talking about. Who cares? He's
talking about Breaking Bad.
I think he's probably trying to troll me or something, but I'm not cool enough to get it. So sorry, bud. Yeah, I liked the fact that they because look, I don't know. I was just happy that they both got got, because she made a lot of really dumb decisions, and I just hate when people get paid to do that. When you make a dumb choice and you get off the hook for it, it just drives me nuts. You run up the stairs, you shouldn't get away from anybody. Like, unless you're jumping off the house and breaking your legs, then okay, cool. But like, just I don't know. I
What
like
about the Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that was rough.
Oh yeah,
That was
Dude,
rough.
every time I see somebody get their Achilles cut, I'm like, oh, you're in trouble. Like, you ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
I'm not a dude. That's one of the few things that'll make me like, oh, like that's a hard to watch thing.
I think that was in Pet Cemetery too, where Gage is hiding under the bed and he's like, yeah, and gets the tendon of the old guy.
Oh, it was a Breaking Bad reference. Who said that? You? Good call.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you're talking about that or talking about another kind of Mr. White. My brain went to a different territory immediately.
Reservoir Dogs.
No,
I did
China-
watch
China
Bad Lieutenant.
White.
I went to like Peru. Like,
You went to Bad Lieutenant.
yeah, dude, Bad Lieutenant's awesome. Anyways, okay, well, this movie was cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm glad nobody hated it.
great.
I'd really like to if you gave it another chance one day, let me know, Chris, and let me know if you liked it better or worse.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it made me at least want to go check out the original.
That's what
to
I was also
compare.
going to say is if you get a chance to watch the original, I'm really interested to hear your opinion on that. I'm glad Josh liked it because I was really kind of concerned, to be honest with you. After I watched it, I was like, man, maybe I thought this was better than it was, and Josh isn't going to dig it because, contrary to what it may seem like, I don't like to make you watch crappy movies. I just accidentally do all the time.
No, it was interesting. I mean, even when I was kind of like over the first person, I was like, how are they doing some of these shots and stuff? So I was
POV can get annoying. I definitely understand that. I just like it a lot. I don't know why, dude. Because I don't even play video games. Like if I was like a gamer that was just used to that, maybe it would make sense. But I'm not a gamer, so I don't really know why I like it.
Well, you really like found footage stuff.
I do, yeah,
Like that too.
yeah.
Probably a bit to do with it.
I enjoyed it though, man. I think the movie is quite good. I think here's the thing, man. Hot take is that I think it is hands down better than the original. Now, does that mean that I would be upset with anybody that disagreed? Not even a little bit. Do I understand people that like the original better? Absolutely. I just think that it's a better movie, and I get so tired of us getting these remakes that are just garbage, dude. Like, specifically Nightmare on Elm Street, dude. That is maybe the worst remake of like, why are you remaking a movie like that that's going to be bad when we can get a Maniac remake that's different and weird but it's still great? Like, and you can't make Nightmare like. So I'm just really happy that we got one that was good. That even if you don't agree that it's better than the original, at least there's a conversation to be had there. At least we can talk about it. And it's not just like, nope, the original's far better, and there's no way around that. It's just better because a lot of times
I was trying to rank them on Letterboxd today.
Okay,
And I was
rank what?
rank the movies like 4-star, 5-star, and I gave the new Maniac 4
Oh,
stars.
sorry.
And I gave the old Maniac 4 stars, and then I was like, no, I don't think so. 3.5 for the old one. And Josh caught me. He busted me manipulating the system, but
I would say that if I was to rate them, I would give the original. Oh man,
it's a great movie.
Oh
though.
yeah, you're absolutely welcome, Julia. I'm glad we could do this, man. This is like, I look forward to this every week, and when we don't get to do it on time, it stresses me out because I don't get to see these guys as often as I'd like. So the original one, I'm going to give it 3 stars, and the new one, I'll probably give it 3.5. That's probably about how I feel. It's not a big difference. It's just a slight one, and I don't think either of them warrant like a 4-star rating. I think they're both above mid, but not,
Yeah,
That's
my rating's like flipped. Like I give the original 3.5, and this one 3 probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes me extremely happy, to be honest with you, man. I was like the other two guys. I kind of feel like I know kind of where your pulse is going to be most of the time. I was really worried for a little bit. I was like watching it going, because I watched it last night, and I was like, shit, did I waste more of this man's time? I was like, damn, man, my batting average,
another organ here.
Dude, my batting average has been just awful lately.
At least you haven't picked Bad Milo yet. You.
I'll crash and burn. I'll crash and burn worse than the first movie.
Please don't. No, but I'm actually intrigued what you're going to pick next. Whose week is it? Josh, yours?
It's Chris's, I believe. Yeah.
Chris,
Go,
Chris, Josh,
yes.
you. Okay, cool. Chris, Josh, you. Okay.
Yeah.
What we got, Chris? What we got?
Have either of you guys or any of you guys watched The Burning from
Yes.
1981?
Nope.
Are you really asking me
I
that?
don't think so.
I mean, it's kind of under the radar. It's not like an unknown movie, but I mean,
no.
you've
but
you've watched way like weirder stuff. But
this is no. This is my shit, dude. That's my
cool. Yeah, I've seen it pop up on a bunch of lists, and it seems like a good like not early slasher, but
I consider it an early
80s.
slasher. Yeah, it's like 81, right?
Yeah,
I've seen
81.
this cover. I don't know.
Anything before 1983, I consider early slasher because there's only a handful before 83.
Yeah.
But this one, do you know what this one suffers from?
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that, but yes. Yes, but that's not what I was thinking.
I mean, that might block our video too.
Right? Hold on. You know what? 45 minutes. We said the H word. I'm going to block that out.
The H word.
The guy I just said, he was like, this was like his movie he put together. Like this is one of his first.
So that's not really what I was going to say, but that I at least now I would imagine has a nice damp, cold, gross rag thrown over it because of it. But no, it came out right around the time that Friday the 13th was hopping, and it just never really got the attention.
It's a campground kind of movie too, isn't it?
Well, it got called like a ripoff, but like in a not a good way. It was people were like not happy with this movie, which is weird because it's the same story as another movie. It's got it revolves around the same character as another movie. Hold on, let me figure out what this is. There's another movie that has exactly the same character. Let's see.
Well, save it for next week.
It was his.
Well, I was going to tell you guys, so maybe if you got a chance, you could watch both of them because that's what I'm going to do.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's see.
But yeah, it was his first produced movie.
Really?
So it kind of started his career. Was like, well, that's probably why it's not like talked about more, or had any like recent releases or anything. But it's on Tubi.
Okay, I've definitely heard of it
course.
before, but never seen it.
Tubi.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to pick like a classic. Had a few. I kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to pick. Like I was thinking about Sleepaway Camp.
Man, have y'all seen Sleepaway Camp?
No, I haven't.
Josh,
No.
Hugh.
Yeah, a couple.
I don't think y'all should watch Sleepaway Camp.
I think
I don't think y'all would like it.
It seems people either kind of like love or hate it. So I didn't.
No, I'm
think it would be.
positive Josh wouldn't like that movie.
Yeah, I kind of got a feeling that it might not be like a universal.
I think you should watch it on your own time, and then I would love to be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think Josh wouldn't like that one at all. I think Sleepaway Camp, the chick that's in it is cool as hell in real life. She's awesome. I love talking to her.
Rose or whatever.
Yeah, she's really, really sweet. I'm glad she did it because it's gotten her to be out in the community, and we need somebody that's like her. But that movie, I like it. But, dude, there is some gnarly stuff in it. It's like just gross. Like it did not age well. And the thing is that it's, well, you know what? We'll talk about it another time. And it's maybe we will watch it because I am a little interested. Maybe I'm wrong, dude. Maybe Josh would like it a lot. I just feel like, because there's definitely things about it that I like, but I don't want to ruin it if you haven't seen it.
It's an impactful classic for sure. I mean, it's referenced hundreds and hundreds of times a year, probably. I mean,
but I mean,
people always talk about the twist ending, right?
Yeah,
that's the only reason it's impactful. Because if you take that out, how is this movie impactful? It's not. That's the problem with it. That's the entire problem with the movie. Is that if you take that out of it, it's no longer impactful. It's not even a B movie. It's like a C movie.
I would totally agree. But for the time that it came out, like that was just.
No, the ending of it is, dude. The first time I saw it, dude, I got Krista to watch it. And the first time she saw it, I got to watch her see it for the first time, and I was like, oh, because she did not see that shit coming. And but yeah,
I guess everybody knows about it now, though. So
I don't know.
You know what's funny?
I don't know what it is. I just know that it has.
Oh, you don't know what it is?
No.
Damn! Now we have to watch.
Let's watch it. Come on.
So you know what's funny is that I will say that's a super impactful ending, but I don't even think it made my top 5 endings of horror movies list. Maybe it should be on there.
Man, we can do it if y'all want to.
No, I want to watch The Burning. Like I would rather.
So I think The Burning is going to be an all-around more enjoyable movie for everybody to watch.
I
think if we get a chance to do Sleepaway Camp soon, maybe we just watch it and everybody tell each other, "Hey, we watched it, and let's talk about it a little bit."
I think that would be all we talk about, though. To your point, Randy, is like that's the climactic high point, and that's pretty much the focal point of it would be of all of our conversations.
I do have a few other things I'd talk about, but yes, I think it would mostly be about that. It would be a pretty short conversation, so if we get a chance to watch it and do like an extra credit movie, then that's not a bad
maybe we
idea.
could do that.
Because I do think that there's a few things that I'd like to bring up, but I don't want to do it until we've seen it because it's not necessarily going to ruin a plot point or anything, but it is what it is though. The Burning, that's a good choice, man. I haven't seen that in a long while. I think I have a
haven't
screen
ever
factory
seen
copy of it. You haven't seen it at all?
Mm-mm.
It's a good flick, man. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's based on a story that there's another movie that's based on the same story, which I'll find out. If it is, I'll text you and let you know. So if you have the time to watch it, you can. But I may be thinking about a different movie. But
Cool.
Did y'all watch anything else this week?
Like, we all watch pretty much the same stuff, right?
Yeah, we all did. Oh, wait. Have we already talked about Pearl? I can't remember.
I mean,
Not on
Sorry,
video.
in text and
huh?
stuff.
I got another poster. I got one of each poster now.
Nice.
Dude, I'm crazy about Pearl.
Hugh might want one of those.
I-
I'm willing to give them
well,
up.
I'll talk about that after we get done recording in
Exactly.
a minute.
Cut some holes in the.
I tried to dip off into Shia LaBeouf's catalog a little bit. I watched
I
The
love
Tax
that guy.
Collector, and I watched
You're
Charlie
so
Countryman.
insane.
Huh?
You're so crazy, dude.
Why didn't you pick
Charlie-
some good ones?
Charlie Countryman.
Let's go. Zing.
Charlie
Just saying.
Countryman was just useless, I thought, and Tax Collector was even more useless. But man, for some reason, I want to watch it again. I mean, it was like,
Dude, Charlie
Dude.
Countryman is an absolute piece of hot garbage.
Yeah,
dude.
we
Yeah,
did.
it
We
is
did it on the
terrible.
show, and
Chris
Oh,
really
you
likes
did?
that movie.
I actually really liked it. Maybe it
Yeah,
just caught me in the right.
Well, this
in
is
the
when I
right
started
mood,
losing faith in Chris's opinion. 'Cause I
people.
was like,
No,
what?
it says
No.
that in the reviews. Like somehow certain people find it to be like a really endearing movie somehow.
No,
I don't
me
like
and
that.
Chris,
I don't know if I'd say
we have,
that.
we have certain things where we just don't agree on.
Yeah.
Chris likes some wild stuff. I like some wild stuff, and Josh hates us both at times. Like,
That one was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
yeah,
to
that
me.
was a bad movie. To me, whatever. I mean,
It
I'm
was
trying to get to the
bad.
point where I don't want to like go, harp on somebody for liking something. That's not really what I'm trying to do ever. It doesn't may sound like it, but I'm trying to really watch my words because I don't want people to think that I care like on any front for music or movies, whatever. If you like something, you like it all you want. Now, if I say it sucks, I'm not saying that you suck. Some people just think that it's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, that never came out of my mouth. So
I mean,
if you like it, enjoy it. It doesn't bother me.
I might watch it again and go, "What the hell was I thinking?"
Dude, that would be hilarious.
What drugs was I on?
Do not tell me if that happens because I will never let you live that down.
Yeah.
My favorite movie he's in is probably Fury.
I've never seen that. I want to see
That's
it.
a
I heard
great
talk
Movie
movie.
is so
Hey,
dude.
good.
Yeah, he talked about it a lot on the John Bernthal podcast, and it's like I missed out on it when it came out, and I need to go back and watch it.
It's
So
a
I'm
good
doing-
tank movie. Yeah.
I'm doing a couple
Badass.
of things on this channel in the next couple of weeks that I think you guys might find interesting. I'm going to start doing book reviews. I have the time to listen to them. I may as well start talking about them. They'll be short, nothing crazy, but I'll just talk about a book that I read or listened to, whatever. And because I finally found some stuff that I'm really interested in. I got a couple that I will explicitly ask Josh to not listen to because he will be so irritated. Like, why in the world did you let me listen to this garbage, Randall? I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I owe you an apology. But no, I have a couple books that are really cool. And I have one that's called Paperbacks from Hell. And it's this guy goes through this entire history of horror books from like the mid 60s on up to like the 90s, man. And I've learned so much stuff, dude. I learned about the Satanic Panic and how it all started.
Oh, dude.
I'm doing a video on that.
I
It's gonna
love
be
that shit.
well. So you might not love it when you figure out how it all started because I was laughing.
I don't love it, but I remember
I-
as a child, like it was such a quintessential turning point for media and for moms and dads. And then they came out with like parental advisory, and dude, it was like a huge deal. A huge deal. It was all
When
over
I find
Jerry
out how it
Springer.
all came about. I'm not going to go over it right now because it'll take me too long. But
Dude, that's awesome. Do a podcast on it. Yeah.
dude, I could not believe it. The story is so hilarious, and it makes you just kind of sit back and go, "Of course, that's how it happened. That it would only happen here." And it's
I'd be interested to hear that.
yeah, dude. When I heard, I was like cleaning dishes, right? Like getting some glassware cleaned up. And I stopped it and I rewound it and I listened to it again and I was doing the stuff. I stopped it, rewound it. I was like, I'm missing something, dude. Because certainly that's not what this guy's saying. And then I Googled it and I was like, wow, that really happened? Because it's so not what you think it is. It just blew my mind. And it's a really cool little subject. I think I'm going to start doing like different videos of stuff like that because I think that interests me. And I think if I'm interested in something, I'm going to put the effort into doing it. So I may not make a video as frequently, but they'll be better. So
That's cool.
That's cool.
Pop,
I think
I love pop culture history. So
yeah, I know. I
anything
thought
like
you might
that.
think that was cool. I've also got one on the docket. I've got two more. I've got the history of Penny Dreadfuls, and I've got
Okay.
the history of a jack-o'-lantern. Those two things I'm going to try to do them before Halloween. So
Yeah, that sounds cool.
yeah, they're
Josh,
both
you
videos
watched a
that
couple movies. I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh, you're fine.
I mean, over the last couple of weeks, I've watched a bunch of stuff.
I mean,
but-
you watched it. I've been following your Letterboxd. What do you
last
got here?
night I watched what was it called? Big Dollhouse.
Yeah,
The women in prison movie.
I love that.
It's
I
like
love.
I'm shocked.
Pam Greer's like second movie.
Yeah, dude, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's like
Good.
she did like 3 of these movies right before she did Coffee and stuff, and then she
Coffee is probably my favorite one.
I haven't seen Coffee. It's on my list.
Well, then you need to
Okay.
shut your mouth, sir. Go freaking do your homework.
I think
really haven't seen
you
Coffee? I'm surprised.
I think you missed the conversation, Randy, because we were
Oh.
texting about it. But I was suggesting that we do Coffee and Foxy Brown for projector night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down with both of those. I really enjoy Pam Grier a lot, and
They're
I,
both
That's like
like-
a 5-hour marathon.
No,
of
they're
movies,
both like
though.
85,
yeah,
90
those are
minute
short
movies.
dude.
Yeah.
Those aren't
Really?
Those aren't
I
long.
thought Foxy
Yeah.
Brown was like 2.5
No.
hours or
No,
something.
I don't
No,
think so,
dude.
dude.
No,
I'm
those
pretty
are all
sure
black
it's-
exploitation movies. None of those are very
Yeah.
long.
Maybe I'm thinking of
Jackie-
a different one.
Jackie
Yeah,
Brown.
Jackie
Jackie
Brown.
Jackie Brown is 2.5 hours.
Well, we're
yeah.
doing like some 70s stuff, not Quentin Tarantino. We don't have time for that.
Jackie Brown.
Yeah, no, Foxy
Uh,
Brown is 95 minutes. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so
All
down
right,
with that you don't even know, man. Like you guys know that I'm getting just real deep into this stuff. So
Yeah,
like,
I know, but it was
I'm for sure down with that. I just got to figure my schedule out. I'll tell you what, if we can do it on a night where the UFC is either not a pay-per-view or just like some just meh stuff,
yeah.
I say a Saturday would work well for me, or a Sunday, and honestly maybe like a Friday, because well, I'll just skip a graveyard to go hang out with you guys, because I mean, to me that's the only reason I go there anyways, right? Not the
Yeah.
only reason, but that's like one of my main reasons for going is to see you guys.
Yeah,
Also, I have 2 Blackula movies, and you are absolutely correct, Julie, with those are awesome, and I should maybe just do a video on one just to do it.
What
What are you doing, Hugh?
are you
I was
doing?
trying to point to Julie's comment, but I'm in the upper right
Yeah.
quadrant.
This
So.
is really weird.
spazzing out in there.
We need Chris to point at the comments.
Dude, you're being
I'm in
so
the
strange.
upper quadrant. Hey, you watched Seven Curse, Josh? What'd you
Oh
think
yeah, I
of that?
watched Seventh
Oh,
Curse
yeah.
too. Yeah,
You like that?
yeah, it was
It's just crazy, right?
ridiculous and hilarious. And I mean, the fighting skeleton was one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And the
I don't know what you mean, Bryce. So maybe I'm just missing something here, but okay.
the fight at the end with the with the little flying
Yeah.
thing and the I don't even know what to
that's
call
awesome.
it, but that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it was silly, but I had a good time with it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Clerks. You saw Clerks.
Yeah, so yeah, that was gonna be mine. Yeah, so I
Clerks 3.
went and caught Clerks 3 at the theater the other night.
Is it any good?
I really liked it.
Okay.
Josh will
Oh, hell
hate
yeah.
it
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
because it just I don't know if it's just he doesn't have the budget anymore. He doesn't have the same producers he used to have. So like just something still kind of feels a little off about his movies. But this is way better than the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Okay.
I thought that was awesome.
So I mean it was good, but
It was not.
but I
Sorry.
like all the like Kevin Smith just references because I mean that's my shit.
Yeah.
Been watching it forever. So my main point in my review was it really depends on how much you like Kevin Smith stuff.
Mhm.
Like if you liked Clerks 2, if you like Jay and Silent Bob,
Just stop acknowledging it, Randall.
Dude, I can't. Josh, you know this.
so yeah, Randy and Hugh, y'all might like it.
If Josh hates it that much, I'm sure I'll like it.
What? I mean, I'm not gonna probably.
Well, I know I was just being silly, but
Like, I was like, Josh, you probably watched Clerks 2, and if you hate Clerks 2, don't even think about bothering with it.
I watched half of Clerks 2 and turned it off.
Is that
Okay,
the one with the
yeah.
horse?
So-
Is that the one with the horse
Yes.
show?
Yes.
so
Okay.
the
So
I have no idea.
I had a buddy who wanted us to go to Boys Town in Mexico one day. We were driving back from like Uvalde, and he was like, "We gotta go." And man, I listened to this dude try and convince me to go for like 4 hours all the way home, and he wanted to see this horse show. That was the only reason why I wanted to go. And we got home, and I found out that they had like beheaded 2 people or something crazy, and it was like terrible news. I was like, look, I'm so glad we didn't go. So anyway,
Cool story.
I'm worried about like censorship and shit now that I'm trying to like
Oh.
you should be
I should.
absolutely.
Write down the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
But
I mean-
anyway, I really like Clerks 2. It's more the same as Kevin Smith. So if you like Kevin Smith, you'll like it. It's still like the acting's not great.
Well, no, it's
Yeah,
dude,
he's-
It's a Kevin Smith movie.
you don't even have to
Yeah.
explain all of it, dude. It's a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
Is it a good one or
Yeah.
not? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
like
It's pretty nostalgic.
I heard it has a really like heartfelt, endearing ending.
Yes. I mean, it's more of the heart attack stuff. So it's all
Yeah.
still him, and people are kind of trashing it for that.
Huh.
Just rehashing more of his heart attack experience.
well, I mean that was his life, and he almost died. I mean, everything
Yeah.
he's gonna
Oh,
do.
yeah.
But they're gonna do that, but they're gonna go watch the Munsters and support Rob Zombie. Come on, man, get out of here with that
Sure.
mess.
Fair point. So yeah, to finish, it's good. Like it's really good. I was pleasantly surprised at how much I liked it. And for the first bit, I was like, I don't know
Well,
how much
I
I'm
was-
liking this.
I was
Come
anxious
on,
to
Kevin.
watch the Jay and Silent Bob one, but I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but I mean,
it wasn't like a 10 out of 10, but I thought it was way
No.
more fun than it should have been.
I think I gave it like a 3 or something like that on
3 out of 5?
Letterboxd. Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Oh.
I might go 3.5, but I wouldn't go crazier than that. I like silly college humor. You know, I like stupid, meathead jokes and stuff like that. But
yeah, good. I would check it out.
So since Josh likes it when I do this, I gotta address this real quick. Why would you ask me a dumb question like this?
Meathead.
Like, are you new to the channel? Because if you are, just go look at my stuff, man.
Meathead.
And when you come to a video about a movie and you ask me something about Little Peep, I'm just gonna say that he sucks because even though
Maybe he's asking us.
even well, don't ask them because you'll get an answer you do not want.
Yeah.
But
No.
like, I love Little Peep, and it's very obvious by how many freaking videos I do. I just don't understand this. Like, here's the thing: if you do this again, I'm just going to block you. So I don't want to be a jerk, and I don't think you're being a jerk. But when you come on a video that I'm doing about a movie, we work hard to do this stuff, and I just don't appreciate it when people come in here and do this kind of thing because it's like you're just spamming me because you want to talk about Little Peep. All you make me want to do is talk about how much I don't like somebody that I actually do like. So while I'm risking sounding like a jerk right now, it is what it is. You seem like a nice person. You haven't said anything rude or anything, but like, I don't understand it, man. It's like going to McDonald's and being like, man, you guys have tacos here? You don't have tacos? Why don't you have tacos? You don't like tacos? But you said you like tacos. Like, no, we're McDonald's, dude. We do burgers and fries. But I would really like to talk about these burritos. Like, we don't do burritos here. And it's just frustrating. So,
What about women
like-
on the verge of a nervous breakdown?
Oh, you're looking back through my movies, huh? Yeah, it's Pedro
I'm telling you,
Almodovar.
bro, I'm going to mute you.
I'm trying to keep us on track, damn it.
Hey,
I don't need any 3-minute rants on Little Peep shit.
Look. Hold on. My channel,
Here we go.
my video. I'm gonna do it the way I want to. Like, seriously, I'm not gonna be arguing about it, and I'm not gonna. No, that's not how it's gonna work, my friend. So, just heads up.
So long for the ride.
Well, no, it's just
Just chilling. Just
You know.
chilling.
I've never done it that way. I'm not gonna try to start doing it now, and I'm certainly not gonna be told how to do it by anybody. So,
So how about them hogs?
yeah.
That's what we say in Arkansas when we have nothing to. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, how about the hogs?
Well, it's us as tigers.
But yeah, I'm not trying to be a
Tigers.
jerk, but like, yeah. Anyways, there's not really any way to talk about it without being a jerk, I guess. So, Just won't talk about it any longer. Like,
It's all good. I need to go here in a minute anyway.
cool. No, it's all right. Yeah, we started early for a reason. So, but Bryce, I love you. Hugh, I love you. Josh, I love you.
I love you
Chris,
too, buddy.
I love you. Everybody else, Julie, I'll see you. What's today? Wednesday. Whew, I thought it was Thursday. I guess I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you Friday.
It's hard to make it work, man. It's hard to make it work.
There's no way. There's no way for us to like organize how we go in these boxes. Huh? We all have to be in whatever one, just kind of whatever order we.
I think it's whatever order we entered the room.
I think so.
That's ridiculous.
No.
Or we can just do it like this and Hugh. Oh no!
Now we're closer.
You're just trying to find a way to eliminate me from this box, I think.
No, I would just exit you out of here if I was going to do it. I was trying to get it to where we were going to be in these the 4 columns, so you could point to the bottom. Is what I was trying to do.
But it looked like
I
the
did
Brady
the column
Bunch
thing,
here.
and it just put us in these other larger squares. Actually, this looks a little bit better for the screen, to be honest.
Yeah, less
What do you
Brady
guys think?
Bunch.
Do you like this better or like this better? Let's see what this looks like with a comment. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It zooms you out anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think this is a better look. It takes up more of the screen. Anyways, all right, everybody. Thank you for coming around and hanging out with us. I'm gonna go edit this bad boy at some point in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, bro. This is so frustrating that I have to do all this now.
Have fun with
it. Yeah, this is so dumb. But anyways, yeah, we'll see y'all next week with I already forgot what we're watching. The burning, the itching, the burning, the redness.
And we're doing Tuesday,
and we'll get some cream for it. Yeah, Tuesday because my schedule is stupid. So,
Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Thank you. Peace.